Yeah, here we are. I'm literally stuck. Like, there's no, all the windows are down, the top's lowered, so I can't escape out of a window either. And if I absolutely had to escape, I could kick this door out, but I don't want to do that. Okay. Oh, there we go. I just need to do it faster. That helps. Now it's settling. Okay.
Well, guys, guess what day it is? It's drag this camper out of this freaking garage day. It's insane. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, it's foggy today. Interesting. Let's get a light. It is coffee time, my friends. Coffee time. We got a big day today. We're picking up a special guest in Anchorage at the airport early this afternoon. But before then, before I pick them up, I have to knock as much out on truck camper as I can. I have exactly 3 days left to finish it. Or finish as much as I can, enough to make its maiden voyage. And that's our plan today. We're just gonna try to get as much done as we can and take it from there. There we go. All right, y'all, here we go. Downstairs we go. So what we're doing, we're gonna install that. It's gonna be the bed. It's too big. I've got to literally slice it. But to install the bed couch, we have to build the frame. 44 inches wide. How about in here? 44? Yep. Let's go 44. If we need to make it smaller, we can. Okay. So let's go cut some 2x4s, 44. Get a very simple bed design, foldable couch design I'm doing. I'll show you guys. Came up with this idea in my brain. I think it'll work just fine. Okay. All right. 3 pieces of plywood, 6 2x4s. We're gonna lock those together. And that's gonna make the platform for the bed. I'll show you in a minute. That is the platform that's gonna sit on a rail inside the camper. So let's make these and then we're gonna go build the rail. So what I gotta do is make sure the bed sits above the fridge for obvious reasons, or else it's not gonna work. So I need to make sure it's sitting at 17. That's where the top of the board's gonna come to. 17 there. You'll see my thinking in a second here. 17 here. 17 over here. 17 over here. Oh, sucker's fighting me a little bit. Okay. Keeps getting stuck in the cracks. This is what those slats are gonna sit on. Hopefully I can fit these in right now with all this crap. Remember, this is all disappearing. That's not gonna be there in the middle. So I'm gonna be in business. We're gonna have a bed here and like at least the frame of it in a few minutes. I'm gonna go cut that foam with a knife. Okay, right there. That's there. Where's my other marker? Right there. Check it with a level. It's not fighting me. Right there. Okay, that's the spot. I'm gonna hit it on the studs. There we go. And we're gonna get the other one on the other side really quick. And we'll bring it in and test it out and just hope that it works. This is insanely crooked, of course. Oh my God, really? Okay, well, that's what we're working with, so that's what we got. Have to get some longer screws, but there we go. All right, let's go get the test piece. I'm a little bit nervous. I just hope this idea works. It's the only idea I got right now, so. They're obviously just gonna live in here and they'll just stack on the floor and the cushion will go on top of them. So when they're in storage mode, hopefully they'll fit. Let's see. Hopefully fit. Perfect fit. Okay, look at that fit. So there you go. So the 3 of them will stack here and then the cushion will sit on top. And then when you're ready for a bed, a little bit of a pain, but just fish them out. Just like that. Lift them up and set them on top of, come on, dude. Yeah! Set them on top of the rails. Then you get all this storage under here at night. Here you go. Bam! Super awesome. So now all we're gonna do is go cut the cushion 44 inches wide, or else it's not gonna fit in here. So let's go do that. Very cool. All right, you guys ready? We're bringing the couch in. We're gonna see if it works. Hope it does. There's one. I just finished cutting all the foam for it, so it might be a little cumbersome moving this crap around in here, but oh no, how's this gonna work? This might be interesting. Dang, oh, I didn't think about that. Oh no, oh no. Well, that's not good. Hopefully I can get this last one in. Last one I need to go against the back wall, which means it is not going to fit. Son of a mother duck. Okay, well, let's bring it in anyway. Or no, should I not? Should I just go and notch it? I should probably just notch it. Ah, dang. Maybe I can get it to fit under there, let's see. Oh man, I thought everything. Freaking not quite. Let's try it anyway though, maybe it'll just miraculously work. I think it would work if these jacks weren't in the way right now. They're in the way, so maybe it will work right here though. Maybe it can drop in low enough. We're not out of luck yet. Just gonna shimmy in here, down right here, below the wall, lift up evenly. Come on, baby. Oh, that is like so close. Yeah. Oh my God. It worked. Okay. I cannot believe that just fit. It's kind of a pain, but let's bring the foam in. Hopefully it's not going to be too tall with all the foam now is what I'm worried about. This bed's going to be super comfortable. So there's that. Fits like a glove. See, like, that's a perfect height for a couch right now. But I've got two more of those, so I don't know. Definitely be a little more of a process than the truck house to convert this into a bed, but not crazy. I'm just hoping this isn't going to be too tall when I put this down here right now. Please don't be too tall. Please don't be too tall. It's a little bit tall. Dang it. One other option, maybe. One back, one more. Oh, that's so comfortable with this height. Let me get the last one. Hopefully I can do a double back cushion. Or find out. Seemed jacked. I had way too much coffee and I'm in a rush to get back to town, head to the airport and all that stuff. So I'm trying to rush. Oh, please. Oh no. That means it's gonna be down low. Pull this out. Put this one down. Bear with me a second here. Dang it. That sucks. Right here. That just absolutely sucks. I don't know what to do about it. These definitely need to be all the way back. And it's just too tall. Like, that's comfortable, but it's too tall. You're like falling off it, it's so tall. Almost perfect, just not quite. Don't know what to do. That freaking sucks. The reason they're this wide is because they'll make a 6-foot bed. Oh, it's so frustrating. It's just so close to being so perfect. When the camper's down, I'll store them like this. When you lift up the camper, you can just throw one against the back wall. It was just gonna sit there like this. This one will sit like that. Yeah. Oh well. I don't know what to do. I'm frustrated. I just got an idea. Check this out. Just got this idea. Is that gonna work? Look at this. This is probably blinding the crap out of you guys. Check this out. So, what I can do is pull the whole platform out this way, if I even can. Maybe get my fingers on it to get behind it. Just pull it away from the wall, like this. There we go. Okay. And now, there's room behind it for the cushions. Yep. Okay. Okay. This might be perfect. I might totally be onto something. Slide that back. that makes like a lower backrest. Here's this one. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. This might actually be perfect. Come on. Yeah! Woo! Nice, even has a back wing now. What? Oh yeah. There it is. Score. We got it. Major score. Well, there you go, y'all. Got that couch in. Couch bed system is in. Pretty dope. Anyway, I'm gonna head towards airport in town, and we'll get back to it this evening. All right, guys, little update here. Plywood soffit roof up there, and finished the back porch last night. You guys saw inside what's going on. Got the seat dialed back there. It's not totally finished, but we're gonna find a way to strap the cooler down. We're just about there. Got like 2 more days to finish it. So here's this new problem. I just thought about this. So when the camper lowers down the top, see that door handle? See that latch? The wall is going to hit that and chop it off. So I have to move this all way down to the bottom where the wall won't rip it off. And the same problem here inside the camper, the upper door, when that drops, all the door handle stuff and the latch is gonna hit the lower wall. Yeah, so we need to move this handle down, find a new place for the inside handle, and then figure out how I'm gonna seal the door up. Long story, I might wind up having to sit something in here. But a big goal today is we're gonna varnish the camper on the outside, so that's what we're up to. Also, we have a special guest appearance. Eden's here, so if you guys will see her in a minute, she's gonna help do some varnishing and stuff. And yeah, like I was saying, we get a couple days to finish this, so gotta get after it. All right, here comes the fun part. Let's get this varnish going. Stuff's expensive, so I'm using something called Captain's Varnish, 1025, and this is what waterproofs the wood, kind of like a sailboat. Same thing I use to waterproof the truck house. Works awesome. We're about to just cover this entire camper in this stuff. Makes kind of this gel coat on it that looks really good and obviously protects it. You have to do 2 coats, maybe more if you want to, but the first coat kind of is absorbed by the wood, so it doesn't get super glossy yet, but the second coat, once the wood absorbs the first, gets really nice. Oh god, I just landed right in my pants. This way I don't wear nice stuff. Mini varnish, right there. Hands are already cramping up. Off to a good start. Anyway, the front of the camper is varnished, and I should have bought more varnish. I'm gonna run out, so I'm just gonna go and do the back, because I definitely want the front coated twice and the back coated twice. Obviously the front takes on all the snow and the rain and whatever else more than any other part. And the back also just like gets snow and rain sucked up against it when you're driving. So it seems to be good and waterproof too. Good morning, y'all. Getting our day going here. Beautiful out, pretty chilly. Here we are in February, like no snow. It's insane. But today we're gonna use the Toyota Corolla to tow the snow machine up to Team CC. What we're gonna do is get the Expedition off of the truck bed trailer, load it on my mini trailer that I tow behind this Corolla over there. It's gonna be interesting. It's never towed anything like this heavy, I don't think so. The maiden voyage is in a couple more days. So I'm bringing this sled right here to Team CC up in the valley, up in Wasilla, and they're gonna put studs on this track and wider skins in the skis up there to help it float better and give it more traction to tow the tiny helmet skis. So. So I varnished this last night. You guys saw. First layer of varnish. Looks like it absorbed pretty well. It's dry now. We're gonna put a second coat on today, but looks pretty good. Let's fire up the Corolla and go hook up the baby trailer. I literally love this car. My little demon always fires up. Let's turn off. All right, let's go. Yeah. Ooh, chilly. I haven't towed this trailer in a while, but we'll go. The trailer for free. Yeah, so I got on the my local Facebook marketplace, and someone was giving away this trailer for free right here in my town, so that was cool. Let's go get the sled. See how this tows. It might be interesting. You can see the trailer behind me early. This Corolla, like, I can't tell you guys how impressive this little thing is. I've literally built basically this entire house with this trailer. Like, it's pretty nuts. Pretty freaking nuts. Once again, this sled is like, I think 700 pounds, which is definitely the most weight this thing is hauled, other than the log slabs, which I blew a trailer tire. If you guys look back at my videos, it's a whole nother ball game, but I think we're gonna try to tow this all the way up to the valley. It's like 4 hours round trip. And the reason I'm doing that, like I said, I'm gonna go get the tracks studded on this thing, so it's got extra traction to tow the tiny helmet skis. So that's my method, or the reasoning of the madness. Well, made it this far. Corolla life, baby. I'll probably put one more strap on there, but then we've got a spare tire with us. Better make sure. I'm pretty sure I do. Right there. Yep. Okay. Cool. Got air in it. No, it doesn't. It's flat. Okay, so I need to pick up another tire. Anyway, yeah, we're ready to rock. So looks totally ridiculous, huh? Like, the snow machine is literally bigger than the car. All right, guys, made it to Team CC, so we're gonna get this thing off and dust the old track down. Oh, yeah, the Corolla made it.
Over like 300 of these.
It's like 2,000 to go. The ski skins like just pop on, or what's? I've never put those on sled before, but
Basic. So like, you take the carbides off,
Okay.
and then you have a bolt up front,
bolt back here,
Okay.
and then 2 more. So they just basically, if you unbolted all 4 of these and then took the carbide off, it's just a skin that drops off of it.
Yeah, you gotta drill the holes for them.
Yeah.
I've got you.
But
All right, she's studded. She's boxed. Ready to rock. Here goes nothing. All right, leaving U-Haul. Eden's behind me in the U-Haul rental. Yeah, hopefully all this is gonna even work. Hope the snow machine can pull it. We're gonna find out. I'm heading back and we're gonna load the camper tomorrow. I'm gonna finish varnishing it tonight, doing a couple more things, starting like 8:30, so get home at 9:30 or so. Gonna be a long night, but the end is in sight. Almost there. Eden's back here in the U-Haul, following me. That's how we're gonna tow tiny home on skis and all the snow machines, all the way up to Cantwell and out to Alpine Creek Lodge. Anyhow. Everything worked, but then I added this weather stripping right here and the door stop, that long skinny piece of wood right there. And the door is like hitting that. So I literally can't get out. And there's not enough of a gap in here to get my high lift in here. I've got a high lift for an emergency just like this, so I can jack this thing up if it fails. And it's out there. So yeah, here we are. I'm literally stuck. Like there's all the windows are down, the top's lowered, so I can't escape out of a window either. It's good stuff. There might be one. There might even be a couple different bags, but there should be one in there.
Yeah, I'll find it.
If not, those bits are like sitting on something flat over there.
Almost.
It's good. Eden's like literally saving my life right now. I'm literally trapped.
You're okay.
This is so awesome.
You're doing so good.
If I absolutely had to escape, I could kick this door out, but I don't want to do that. Door hinges, they'd be like, they should be in this side over here. This is so crazy. Oh my God.
I mean, it's good this happened now.
I know. That's exactly why I wanted to test it. Glad you're here for it. This would have been fun.
I'm also claustrophobic, so that would have been
Oh, yeah.
interesting.
I'm like, I could probably get around this thing and maybe lift it with my body, but I don't know. I don't even know how heavy it is.
Let's see. So you said there's a handheld over here?
Yeah, it should be like on the top shelf, I think. It's like a little red and black one. Okay.
Should be able to do it with this.
And then I'll unscrew this door stop in here and like, that should. Oh my God, Mandy, I wonder if I can just unscrew this door stop. Would that work too? I think that would. Do you wanna hit me that drill and a star bit over here when you get a chance? I might totally be able to just literally undo one door stop in here and just pull this whole door in towards me. Not even have to undo all that. You know, leave those jacks bent. I want my money back.
Yeah, that's actually.
That's insane. Like, yeah, I'll find a place. Let's see, maybe. It'd be so good if the drill didn't fit through. Diesel. Yeah, let me go over here. Let's see. Diesel here. Right, slip this through. Gotcha. So tight. All right. I feel like I'm in like Alcatraz or something, trying to escape their prison wall. Crazy. Two, three, four, 5. Door stops off. Moment of truth. The door might just push in now, maybe.
Okay.
Like come towards me. Oh, dang. Sitting this one now. Or the hinges might not let.
One more to take
Okay,
off.
sweet. That totally
You can
works.
actually pull it towards you like that. That's really
Yeah.
helpful. I wouldn't pull it harder than that because it's going to split the...
Oh yeah. Good call.
This one is, of course, like very tight.
All buried.
Yeah, and I don't want to strip it. It's at an angle. Could I have that drill back?
Yeah. That'd be a little easier.
I think it will come here. Okay, and then you got the, oh, it already has the battery pack on it.
Oh my God. You gonna try to strip?
I don't want to strip it. That's what I'm trying to avoid. It's like literally it got put in at an angle. Do you have a mini screwdriver by any chance?
Ooh.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the short handled?
Yeah, the closest thing I have is like that crappy Leatherman. Yeah, I don't really have a short handle one, I don't think. I mean, to pull the door. Yeah, I mean, think about the door stops. It's so crazy. Yeah, it's like 110% the door stops stopping it. It's funny. They gave me access to it.
God, this one is like in bad. Can you like take any pressure off the door? Like
Lift it up? Yeah.
Just keep it there.
Okay. Sounds like that'll need a new screw.
Got it. I didn't strip it too bad. Okay. I'd probably use a new screw just because we have to do this again.
Yay.
There you go.
Thank you.
Got it.
I'm free. Appreciate that. That's so much fun.
Oh yeah. So you want to do that again?
My God. The second that claps, I'm like really claustrophobic. I was like, oh my God. This is my grave. This is my grave.
I'm glad I finally looked at my phone. I was like, just
yeah, no, it's all good.
Potatoes. So yeah. All right. Well, we got you out.
Cool. Thank you.
Else?
I think that's it.
Food?
Yeah.
You want me to go make food?
Yeah, some food. Yeah, I'm gonna bring that jack in here immediately.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Do not go back in there.
You want to see these? Look at these. Look at the jacks. There's one. These hold 660 pounds each, and there's two. Both of them totally bent. Wow. It didn't happen fast. It just like they slowly started bending, and then I like backed away. But they've lifted the camper like 6 different times and not done this at all. So
I wonder what went wrong this time.
I have no idea.
And there's no way that weighs that much.
No, this is like, this roof might be 300 pounds. It's definitely not 1,200 pounds. This whole entire thing is like less than 1,200 pounds. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's so crazy.
That's really confidence inspiring.
You're fine.
My God. Okay. I even checked too, like, I was like, wait a minute, when this door goes like down, like I just realized whenever you get in here and drop the camper, you have to make sure like the top window is open. Because like once it dropped, I wouldn't be able to like unlock the top.
Gotcha. Good to know.
So yeah, I did that. I opened the door and then like I still couldn't get out. It was fun.
All right.
I'm gonna fix it.
Would it be, is it the kind of thing where you could put, no, I guess you can't put hinges on the inside. I was wondering if there's a way you could make it so you can drill them out from the inside.
I could make this door open, like this door could open the inside if we wanted to. It might be a shimmy, but you could. And you could unhinge door and then be able to access the second door. Maybe a good idea.
Something to consider.
Yeah, maybe potentially.
I'm gonna go back and
Anyway,
see what I can do.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
That was great. There you go. That was epic. I cannot believe that just happened. Wow, so now you can see what was going on. I added these door stops while it was up, which is what the door comes to rest on. The other door was hitting the door stops. That's nuts. So I'm gonna have to figure this out. Good thing we tested it. Good thing we tested it. And see the windows, I did have windows to escape, but when the top is down, the windows are down, so you can't get out. A little terrifying. It's good to know that the bed, you wouldn't be crushed where the bed is though, if it fell. But anyway, I bought this high lift jack for this exact reason. A jack will live inside this camper all the time with this beam that I already had in the camper. And that combination, you put that jack under that beam right there and you can jack the entire thing up. That holds 7,000 pounds and that's not gonna bend. I did not have that in there because I'm still in the process of doing things. Anyway, that was intense. A little bit intense. Shook me up just a little bit. Definitely gonna keep power tools inside and a saw. It's like on my list of tools I'm gonna keep in this. Now I could have, it would have sucked, but I could have just kicked this door out and broken this wood. You know, that would have been an option. Wouldn't want to do that though. Looks like I could have also kicked really hard on the door on the hinge side and it would have broken the hinges off and I could have gotten out that way. I was thinking of like, if I ever did get stuck in this thing, that's what I do. I just kick the door hinge side, kick the door out. Anyhow, I still can't believe these linear actuators. I mean, you guys see this? That's completely insane. That's literally bent them in half. Literally bent them in half. All right, so my plan right now is to take these linear actuators and Get him the freaking crap out of here. It's frustrating. We got 2 more of these coming in the mail. Piece of junk. It's insane. Look at that thing. Absolute trashed. Totally trashed. This is so insane. Completely bent. I'll tell you what we're gonna do though. I'm going to get that high lift, and this is a perfect test to see if it will actually lift this like I had intended it to for an emergency, which I was just in. So let's see if this would have worked. I grew up using these like when I was 4-wheeling and stuff like that. You can use them as a winch and a lift and a lowering device. Pretty cool. Let's get it in there. We're just gonna live forever from now on. But let's see if it works. They're heavy. And the sucker ain't gonna bend. I'll tell you that right now. You know what's cool? Like when those jacks gave out, it was like kind of slow. It didn't like drop down super hard. It like rolled down nice and smooth, so that's good. Nice. All right, guys, so got my high lift right there, got my beam. So see how it works. I'm gonna lift it, so I'm moving into lifting mode right there. Basically, we're gonna lift the little camper just like this. And this is what I was gonna keep in here for emergencies if I have to lift it for any crazy reason. Jack system fails. It should lift it easy. This will lift 7,000 pounds, but it's also a little scary. It's got a bunch of weight on it. It's a little scary, but it's like kind of binding. I don't see anything binding in there. Oh, there's a pin. Oh, geez. We gotta get our pin out right there. That's what it's binding on. Yep, let me go back down. I see what it is. That's scary. It's going though. Still stable. Pretty stable stuff. A lot of weight in that. That's scary. So now I would be able to not quite open the door, but now I get out the window. It'd be like a guillotine. Anyway. Safety pinhole should be coming up soon. Not quite. A couple more clicks. I think that's it. So now I take our safety pins, put them in place. This can't collapse on us, in theory. Anyway, aftermath. Now that the high lift jack is in there, I use that on the center beam. Like I was saying, get the camper back up, get it locked in with the safety pins in the corners, and we're gonna lower it onto that and see how it feels here. This is how I designed the backup system to be if I ever get stuck in here. It's still kind of scary to use. So now I'll lower one click at a time. And it should sit on, should have the weight on these pins now. Yep, nice. Yep. Whew. That should take hold. Now the weight's off the jack for sure. I'm just gonna put one extra touch on there. Just double check everything. Seriously, there's safety pins in the corners right there. So that's what keeps it from diving down. Oh, almost midnight, I'm about to call it here. Well guys, guess what day it is? It's dragged this camper out of this freaking garage day. It's insane. I have to do a couple things first. You guys saw what happened last night. I got stuck in here. The Linear actuators both completely failed and bent. They're supposed to hold 600 pounds each. And this roof is probably, I would say, an honest 250 pounds. 300 absolute tops. I doubt that. Both these linear actuators bent. This roof is definitely not 1,200 pounds. So those are crap. That's what I get for getting them off Amazon. There goes money down the drain. Luckily, I bought this high lift jack the other day for this exact reason. It's bolted safely right now so it can't drop. This was my emergency mechanism to lift the camper. This holds 7,000 pounds. You can literally lift vehicles with these. So big, heavy vehicles in four-wheel drive situations and use them as a winch. Anyway, this is gonna be the system for lowering and raising the camper for this trip. I'm going to go around. I've got 4 safety pins in here anyway, but I'm gonna do something this over the top. I'm gonna drill completely through these walls right here, all the way to the inside. And that way, when I get to the location, I'll use the jack, lift up the camper. I'm gonna put this long bolt all the way through the wall where it's sticking out of the camper out here. That way there's no way the upper wall can drop down when you're in there. So there'll be a bolt and there'll be 4 of them all the way through the wall and then 4 more halfway through the wall. So it's not going anywhere. Impossible to lower. So anyway, I'm gonna do that first. That way it's secure. I'm gonna make sure the wood stove and everything still hooks up proper because the height's gonna be a little bit different with that jack system. And then I've got to figure out the door. So I got stuck in this yesterday because see this door stop? When the camper was down, this door stop blocks the lower door from opening. So that's why I couldn't get out. So I'm gonna have to basically just unscrew this door stop and figure out another way. I might just do a garage flap or something like that to stop air from getting in. But that's why I couldn't get out the other day. Anyway, we're gonna do that. We're gonna fix the door, drill through those and get the bolts set. And then just find a way to strap this cooler down. And other than that, we're ready to rally. We're out of time. We gotta go. I don't even have time to finish varnishing it. My band, the Shoot Dings, comes in today about 4 in the afternoon. And then I've got to play a show tonight with them. And tomorrow night, entertain them all weekend, and then we leave Sunday. So this is it. Like, I have to drag this out of the garage today and load it in the trailer. And I don't even have my truck. I've got a freaking U-Haul out here. That's what we're using to drag tiny Hillman skis out of the garage. And that's what's gonna tow this. Anyway, goes nothing. Let's get our day started. First thing we're gonna do is hook up the wood stove and make sure, I need to find the right height for the wood stove pipe to be tight to know where to just go ahead and sink the holes through. So let's try to hook up the stove really quick, make sure that's gonna work. And I've got this system because obviously this roof raises and lowers, so I have to be able to like remove this chimney pipe. Okay, the stove drops all the way down to the floor. I might have to lift, yeah, so see, I still can't fit the pipe in here. For the most part, I think. Yeah, so I'm gonna lift up the camper another inch or so. So we're gonna use the jack, go up about an inch. Okay, now the load is off the pins. Still can't quite fit the stove on, so we're gonna go one more. Okay, now the stovepipe will fit on. What we're gonna do now is put the jack in lowering mode. So there's this big lever right there. You're gonna smack that. It's kind of scary, but just like that. And now the jack will go in reverse. So it'll drop down one click at a time. So right there. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys down here, and I'm gonna have to kind of like lower it and guide this at the same time. Okay, so slowly lower it on this. Right there. Okay, so it's on. Lowered it on there. And see how there's like, I see how I still got this gap up here. So now what I do, I'm going to lift the stove up with my bolt system. Hopefully this works. And I've tried this with this high lift jack yet. It should work. Okay, here's one. And I've got my hitch pin system down here. So I lift the stove up here, slide that through. Okay. I'm gonna put one in the back here. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing here. Trying kind of show you. Lift the stove up, put that through like that. Put one more in the back corner right here. Okay. Now the stove is like lifted back up off the floor in my little movable platform, and you can see we're good to go. No air gap at the bottom, no air gap there. So the chimney is functioning at this exact height. So this is where we need to drill through the walls and lock everything down so it sits there. Yeah, we should be good. There's still a little bit of play. We get maybe 1/2 inch of play there, maybe 1/2 inch up there, and a little bit of play at the bottom. What'll happen when I take the pressure off the jack, it'll probably just drop a little bit onto the bolts, maybe 1/2 inch, which should be perfect. That'll keep the chimney nice and tight, and we should be solid. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and drill holes all the way through the walls. That's our next step. I'm gonna put a pin right here through the sidewall. I think that's a good spot for it. I think what I'm gonna do is maybe move the weather stripping. Get that out of the way so I don't tear it up. Good news is the weather stripping worked. Like I lifted the camper and it's still pressed against the wall. So something worked. Anyway, now we can peel that back and we're gonna drill through right there. So that's your plan. Using a big old bit, going through the entire house. See if I can put you guys on my shoulder. So like when I'm gonna film, sometimes I'll like set you guys on my shoulder like that, like a parrot while I'm filming. So, and if I'm really still, you get a point of view like that. Okay, here we go. Ready? Straight across. Straight as I can. After the wall, there's no stud there, right? I think we should be good. Do we kind of want a stud there, right? Let me think about this for a second. Hold on. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm not gonna do this corner because I can't get the right. I want the drill bit to go straight back. That way there's no angle at all. Nice and level. I feel better about that. So I'm gonna drill through this stud right here, which is horizontal. Remember, these studs aren't skinny ways. They're not 1.5 ways. They're 3.5 inch ways. So it's actually a pretty wide board right there. So we're gonna go right here in this break because that's just where it needs to be. All right, as you can see, we have a hole all the way through the wall to the outside. So let's take a bolt and put that puppy in here and just see what it does. Maybe it won't fit. I might have to bore it out a little more. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'll bore it out a little bit more so it's easier to get in and out. It's totally gonna work though. And survey says, what do we got? Come on, baby. There we go. I like that. Let's see if it's sticking all the way through or not. It should be. Other bolts are longer, but. Oh yeah, look at that. Ain't going nowhere. So I'll put all 4 of those through, totally sitting on the plate of this wall. And when I lower the tension on this jack, the whole camper will sit on those bolts. So let's do that all the way around. And then it's like quadruple bolted. So, or like, is it quintuple? What's the word? What, octagonally bolted? I don't know. I don't know what the A term is right now, but yeah, there'll be 8 bolts going on. Okay, let's do it. Okay, outside a little bit. That should do it. Let's try placing a bolt through that. And there's your bolt. Right there. Beautiful. Let's do this back side and we'll be good. Well, at least it can't drop now. Gives me a little more confidence doing this. All right, moment of truth. We got those bolts. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Completely through the walls to the outside. All 4 corners, like totally through the walls, and it's going through the bottom plate. So the bottom plate is holding up just the whole wall. So it cannot drop below those bolts. Even if this jack failed, the camper couldn't sink. So let's test it out, shall we? Okay, lower it onto the bolts. It should be a perfect height for the wood stove, I hope. We're gonna find out. All right. Yep, bolts definitely have, I cannot pull those out anymore, so there's a load. Let's drop it down 1 more, and hopefully it'll hold and the jack will just loosen up. And that'll tell if it's gonna work. I'm gonna watch the wood stove and make sure it's not too much for it. I think it's coming, there it is. There it is. The entire camper is supported by those pins that are going completely through. It could all just clap super fast, but it's not. It's a little bit just slightly wonky, but this is fine. This is what we're gonna do for this trip. So bolts are holding it down everywhere. Still a little scary. Here it is. Let's give her the old shakerooski. Oh yeah, that's awesome. So weights on those bolts. These are the same bolts right here, lag screws that are basically holding, it's the same diameter, thickness, and length that ties my house to the foundation, essentially, in the post out there. So they're not messing around. These are more than enough to hold a 300-pound roof up. So we're good to go. I feel safe. Next thing we're gonna do is remove this door stop, because that was stopping the door from opening, and I'll refigure that out. So let's do that right now. That's our next thing. And then we'll put the doors back on. I will lower the camper, make sure that I can still open both the doors if the camper drops, because that was scary. And if I can, then we're good to go with doors. We'll strap that cooler down, maybe have time to varnish, and then we gotta go. Then we gotta drag everything out. It's already getting late. Wood stove looks perfect. That's perfect. Nice and tight everywhere so we can use it. That's awesome. Let's get this off. And this is why I couldn't remove the door stop when I was inside. So see, when the wall drops, these screws are no longer accessible. They go behind the wall and you can't get to them. So I was not able to remove the door stop to open the lower door yesterday. But now, I can do that. There we go. That's what trapped us in yesterday. Door stop. Okay, so now I should be able to, I really want to test it. I think I'm gonna put the door back on and lower the wall. I should just do this. I should really make sure. This time I'm gonna have my tools in here just in case. I'm gonna lower the camper wall with me in here. Let me put my doors back on, right? Let's do that. So I think it was just this door stop that stopped me. Maybe that lock. That's gonna hit. It's not gonna work. We're gonna have to move that. Let's put this door back on. Okay. Okay. Now, make sure there's nothing the door can hit when this wall shrinks. That open and close is fine, for the most part. Oh no, the doors are, I forgot. I adjusted the height so now the doors are different. Oh. Shoot. It's so crazy thinking of all this stuff. So I need to shave off a little bit off this door. Actually, is what's going on. Trash. Okay. It's cold outside. Oh my god. Put the door back on, and it should, knock on wood, fit this time. Let's see. Phone's blowing up, whole band's showing up in a few hours. Just trying so hard to finish here. I have to, there's no choice. This is it. So we get this thing loaded. I don't even have time to varnish it or do other things I need to do, but it's just what's happening. Okay. Please open. Yes. Okay, that is still a little bit tight for the weather stripping, but that's doable. All right, guys, moment of truth. I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna hook up the high lift jack, lift it up, pull those pins out, and start lowering. I'll bring the camera in here just so we can see, so you guys can watch. This part's always a little scary. Here we go. So, I'm gonna leave tools out there just in case Eden has to rescue me again, which is a possibility, but we do have a jack inside here this time, so I have the capability to lift this roof back up, which is nice. We like that. We love that. So let's put this in lift mode. And then before I lower, I need to remember to remove my wood stove chimney. So I'll probably just lift it up to do that, I guess. Here we go. There's one click. Let's go one more click. Now this is loaded. This is really scary. Okay. The weight is off of the bolts. So first thing I'm gonna do is pull my chimney. If I can, without dropping. I'll go one more click so I don't have to drop the stove. Just like that. There we go. Let it lift back down. This is really scary. Can't tell. So that's ready for transport. Didn't even have to drop the stove. So now we're gonna pull all 4 bolts. There's one. Get these two back here. Get these as well, the old ones. Okay, there's the bolts. We'll leave them right there. Okay, this top can drop immediately right now if it wants to. So all the weight is on this jack right now. So here we go. This is slightly terrifying. Okay, I'm gonna close this door. I can't lock it because I forgot to install the lock. Let's do it, that'll hold the door, so I can just unlatch it, see if we can get out. So right now I don't see anything that is going to hit, but I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to open this door all the way when this is down, but it'll be enough to where I can get out, right? Or should. So here we go. We are lowering the top. This is scary. I mean, if it collapsed all of a sudden, like what would be dangerous about it is I wouldn't get crushed as long as I'm down like I am right now. But this could kick out super crazy because there's a lot of weight on it, like 250 pounds on it. So here we go. Put it in downward drop mode. And we're gonna start lowering it one click at a time. Keep my eyes on everything here. Make sure there's nothing gonna crush out there. I don't think there is. Lowering. It's lowering totally evenly. Oh, because this isn't centered. Ooh. I might have to go back up a little soon. You sure I can open the door? Good test. I can open it. Enough. I just need to make sure. So this jack, I need to make sure this is centered better. It's really interesting. This side of the camper looks a lot lower than over there. Really just binding up. Yeah, lower over here. Dang it. Jeez. Okay. Oh, there we go. I just need to do it faster. That helps. Now it's settling. Okay. Can I still get out? Oh shoot. Whew. That's just stopping it. Yeah. That was bad. Bend my door already. We're almost trapped. Here we go. Is the jack gonna bind? How are we doing there? Little splinter. I think it's gonna be okay. Really. We're almost down-ish. So the wall's gonna stop once it lands in those. So this is going on there. Let me check my door, make sure I can still get out. Very important. That's tight, but we can get out. There's not much I can do about that. It's just gonna be a shimmy. This is still looking all right. We're almost there. Make sure it can still get out. Can still get out. It's working. Should almost carry a spare jack in case this fails. Ooh, there it goes. So it should finish sliding down on its own. If I shake it maybe. The back is still sitting up too high. Gotta pull it down a little. This side's almost down. Let's see if I can just shimmy this a little bit over here and stay low. So you can tell there's still room, like it's almost all the way down. This might kind of fall a little bit. Just really doesn't want to sit down. Oh, there it goes. Whew, that's scary. All right, that's it. She's settled. So top is all the way down. I'm technically stuck inside, and you can see the problem last time, my windows disappear, so I cannot escape once this is collapsed. And the problem before is I couldn't open, when you go to collapse it, obviously you have to open the top door because you can't get to it now. But I opened the top door, but then I couldn't open the lower door. And now, since I removed the door stop, it's not easy to get out of, but whew, there you go. I can get out. And it can't collapse while I'm getting out. It's all the way down already. Might have to take my jacket off to get in there, but and once again, this is stuff I can play with in the future, but holy crap. There you go. So now this will close. I'm just gonna figure out how to weather strip it now, but this should close. Yep, there it is. That's a relief. There it is in collapsed mode, so it's gonna work. We get it functioning. There's all these giant gaps, so I'm gonna put some weather stripping up just temporarily for this trip. It's functioning now, so I think at this point I'll just hook up the trailer to the U-Haul, clean it off, and we might just go ahead and load it. I'll see if I have time to finish the varnishing. I got one coat in the back porch, but you can see I only varnished almost this whole wall, but I had to stop there. And the lower one's not done. So it's not waterproof. The front, even varnished this up here. So that's good to go. And this is where most of the snow is gonna be thrown from the snow machine on it, so. Okay. This is crazy, man. It's gonna be cool looking when we get out there. I wanted to trim it and do battens and all that, but we just don't have time. We just have to go right now, so. All right, y'all, this is it. Just vacuumed it out. I'm gonna move all these vehicles. We're gonna take that U-Haul, hook it up to this trailer, and we're gonna try to drag this thing out of the garage. That's our plan. So let's go set up the vehicles and get going here. We got the 2025 Link Shredder, Team 2C, ready to rock. We're gonna get that on. We're gonna get my 22 Boondocker on. I'm gonna put that on first because the cabin has to be pulled up behind it. The cabin's heavier and it needs to be under the axles there, so. Got what? Hour till the van gets here. All right, it's moment of truth. So now we're gonna try to drag out tiny helmet skis. This is gonna be a little bit scary. Here we go. Moment of truth is coming, y'all. Moment of truth. Let's get in here and hook up the tow strap and freaking drag this thing out, I guess. There goes nothing. Big moment here. Big moment here. Okay. All right, I'm gonna lower the camper, crawl out, and then we're gonna drag it out of here. There goes. She's settled. So now we can open the garage. Oh, yep. Close this door. Here we freaking go. Here we go. This is it. Dragging this thing out. I'm gonna clear some stuff out from under it. We're hooking it up to a tow strap and we're gonna drag it out. As I said, did not get to finish varnishing everything. It's not trimmed at all. It's just time to go. So let's hook it up to the truck and try to drag it out of here, I guess. There is a tow hitch on this, but I think I want to hook it around. I think it would be wise. All my tow straps are in the truck. I've got this winch line. Should be 16,000 pounds or 12,000 pounds, so rated pretty heavy. So should get the job done. There we go. Put this in the tow hitch. Not the tow hitch. Bad idea. I'm getting her soft shackle. Yeah, it's not the greatest idea to hook the tow hitches for obvious reasons. Let's go through the whole hitch system right there. That's strong enough for sure. We're gonna connect these in here. What are these rated to? 10,000 pounds, almost 11. Up there. Like that better. Only truth. Yeah. Not nervous at all.
You're gonna do so good.
Used to be so much easier in the snow.
I would imagine.
It wasn't bad. I like barely had to plug.
Yeah,
This is crazy looking.
Pulled out a lot smoother than I thought it was going to. So
Okay. I'll just get like down in here and just kind of leave it there.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right. What do you need from me now?
Just like let me know if the skis start turning a bunch, like the
Okay.
steering start turning.
You got it.
Probably will. This won't happen in the future because I'll tow it from the front.
The back skis are turning a lot.
Well, there it is. Got it out. I don't know what to do now. We to get it onto that big trailer up there. So this is where hopefully the winch will come along. So I think what I'm gonna do is drag it out into the street. Then I'll use the winch to pull it on the trailer over here. Yeah, let's do that. All right, just about there, my back out, but this sled's in, this sled's on. Cabin's gonna go on this side over here, and Expedition's behind it. Gonna drag this thing up in the trailer somehow. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, let's just try it. Okay, I've officially literally run out of time. So can't load that sled until the tiny home is loaded on the trailer, and I do not have time to mess with that today, unfortunately. Friends are coming in now to play shows, so this is where we're at for now, and as far as we're making it today. Continue on another day, which we don't really have. Let's do it tomorrow. Let's get ready for a show.